Hello, good morning. We are going to study today English for class 12. The first chapter of this Flamingo is the last lesson. The last lesson is written by Alphonse Daudet. He was born on 13 May 1840 at Nimes, France, and he was died on 1874. The last lesson is written by, when we are going to talk about the last lesson now. The writer started for going to school, but he was very fearful. M. Himmel would ask questions in participle, but the boy was not aware about the grammar. He was very weak in grammar. So he went outside and he wanted to spend his time there because the environment was very warm, the birds were chirping, soldiers were drilling, and the scene was very attractive. And then the boy hurried off to the school, and as he reached near the town hall, he saw a crowd in front of the bulletin board. But on the bulletin board, the bad news was given there. Generally, we find lost battles, news of the order of the commanding officer. He thought that what could be the matter, and blacksmith saw him that he was hurried to school. So he said that don't go so fast. You have sufficient time to reach there. He thought he was making fun of me, and at last try, and the boy reached school garden out of breath. In this lesson, we can get a lot of word meaning like a great dread of, humiliation, scolding, drilling, tempting, resist, hurried off. These are very difficult words which I find. So try to learn these words, and next morning we'll try to discuss this meaning of these words also. So I have given you one question, that is what had been put up on the bulletin board. So I'm giving these questions. You can write down, and next morning we will discuss on these questions. Till then, thank you very much. Hello children. Today we are going to study English class 12 Flamingo. The first chapter, the last lesson we have already started. So we'll continue the same chapter. I gave you one last question last day. What had been put on the bulletin board? This was the question. Answer to this question is that we find official order and some lost battle, something is given there. And when the Hamel reached there, he already started his class, and he heard the opening and closing sound of the desk. The writer felt ashamed and frightened also. And Hamel said that, "Go to your place quietly, little Franch. We are beginning without you." So this, when he heard this sentence, he was surprised. On the bank bench, he saw Hauser, former mayor, former postmaster. They were sitting there, and all the persons were very sad. So he was surprised to see them. Why they have come here? So Mr. M. Hamel started his class like, "My children, this is the last class I shall give you." Why he's going to say like that? Now he understood that, oh, it was given on the bulletin board that from France, no more lesson of French will be taught here. And this chapter we have given you some words like blessed and bushels, unitions, and mounted. And I want to give two questions here. What was Franz expected to be prepared with the school that day? What did Franz notice that unusual about the school that day? So we'll discuss these questions. You try to write down these questions, and tomorrow we will discuss these questions. Thank you very much. And hello children. Today we are going to study English class 12 Flamingo. The chapter name is the last lesson. So we have already started previous day, so we will continue the same chapter. I gave you one questions, that was, what was Franz expected to be prepared for with for that school that day. The answer of this question is that Little Franz was afraid of the temper and the iron ruler of his French teacher, Mr. Emmanuel. And we are going to continue the same chapter now. He has heard the thunder clap. These words were to me. My last lesson was very, hammering me, because the boy did not learn the last lesson, so he was very afraid of it. And even then, anyhow, continued the same class. Thank you very much.